This is why you shouldn't cold approach women. I'm gonna give you 2 reasons, and if you guys fall within these 2 reasons, you really shouldn't be cold approaching. However, I'm gonna tell you the only 3 things you need to cold approach women successfully. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment on what your biggest struggles with cold approach is. My name is Jesse Steele. I've been a dating coach for men for almost a decade. The reason a lot of you guys shouldn't be cold approaching is because you don't know what you're doing. Even the guys that think they know what they're doing because they read a book or they read some theory or they read some straight up BS out in the internet, and they think all of a sudden they can preach, but they are not getting any results themselves. I'm sorry to break it to you, you should not be cold approaching. You should stop and actually find someone that knows how to do it. Brandon and I have been polling consistently 2 to 3 times a week each, every week for the past year or 2. If you guys are not at that level, you guys should stop and actually get advice and guidance from someone who does, from someone that can provide you a structure. Cold approach is not something that can be systemized. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Cold approach should be tailored to your personality so you could continue and attract women based on your authenticity so they love you for who you are. A lot of the times, a lot of you guys, a lot of self-proclaimed gurus out there claim they are dating coaches, but they fail to be authentic because all they're doing is reciting some line. And while reciting some lines is fine, at the end of the day, you need to be authentic, because what happens after you pull a girl up for the first night, after you hook up? She's gonna find out who you truly are. And if you are an unauthentic loser, she's not going to stay there. That's why you see a lot of pickup artists, a lot of dating coaches in failed marriages and failed long-term relationships, because they fail to truly learn how to communicate with women and how to truly be authentic to themselves. If you are in that path, stay tuned to the end of the video, because I'm gonna give you the 3 things you need to be successful at cold approach. The second reason you should not be cold approaching is if you look like a slob. If you look like a slob, you need to stop. You need to take a hard look in the mirror and say, oh my God, I need to go get a haircut.
When the hell are you gonna get a haircut?
I need to get in better shape. I need to smell better. Why does my breath stink? Why are my teeth so yellow? You need to get your shit together. Now guys, if you look like a slob, that doesn't mean that you're hopeless. A lot of the guys in our program come in having no sense of fashion, having no sense of how to look good and smell nice. So if you don't have these things figured out, that is the first thing you want to do before you start cold approaching. When you fix those 2 things, that's when you should cold approach, because now we know exactly what you're doing wrong. We could pinpoint it exactly to your game. Let's go ahead and talk about the 3 things you need to be good at cold approach. The first thing is you have to be good at hooking. No, I'm not talking about fishing. What I'm talking about is having a girl head over heels, giving you that female glaze, giving you those anime eyes, those puppy eyes. How to have a girl do that for you. And there is a formula that we give you when you are in a program. If you get good at hooking and they really start loving you, that is the first step to success. This has nothing to do with your looks, but everything to do with what you say. Now, when I say looks, I mean your genetics, right? Such as your height, such as your eye color, such as your ethnicity. That's what I mean. Not the superficial things, such as what your hair looks like, what you smell like. Those things are very superficial that you can fix and have nothing to do with genetics. One thing that you will notice once you start hooking girls often is that they will square off their body shoulder to shoulder completely with you. A lot of guys overlook this, and even though the girl is really into them, they can't tell because they're not paying attention to the girl's body language.
Because guys don't usually pay attention to details like that.
How else could you know if a girl is hooked to you? When she asks questions of interest. What are questions of interest? There's a difference between questions of interest and mirroring questions. A mirroring question is when you ask her what she does for a living and then she asks you back what you do for a living. It's just a mirroring question. There's not necessarily any type of attraction there. That is just polite conversation. A true indicator of attraction in form of a question comes when it's completely unrelated. Let's say you're talking to the girl and you're bantering, you're flirting with her, and she says, by the way, what was your name again? That means she is actually interested in learning your name when that question has nothing to do with the topic and it's not a mirroring question. The second thing is being a really good flirt. A lot of coaches out there think that sex, sexualization, physical escalation, all these things are inputs. However, those are outputs to good flirting. What I mean is good flirting equals all those things, and the girls will make sure that they do those things with you if you're a good flirt. When a girl starts flirting with you and you're flirting back with her, she will know that you like her. It's already implied. Leave some mystery and makes it fun for both parties. If you guys don't know how to flirt, click the link down below. Make sure you sign up for a call with us. We have a boot camp coming up in Austin, Texas, October 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th. If you want to meet us in person and you want to see what we're talking about, a lot of you guys hear us say that we're closing girls, hooking up with them, 3 different women in 3 different days. Yes, we do that. If you want to see it, we'll go ahead and schedule a call with you and see if it's the right fit for you. The third thing you guys need for a successful cold approach is making sure you can make her feel comfortable. I've never met a girl that will sleep with me when she doesn't feel comfortable. Her anxiety has to be at 0. She basically needs to feel extremely secure with you before she even goes home with you. Why? Because you're a complete stranger. You literally came up to this girl and said, hey, I want to get to know you. Very, very different. So you guys need to be able to go ahead and build that comfort, make her feel secure, not just with you, but within the environment, so she can go ahead and express herself freely in a sexual manner. If she feels comfortable and she feels safe, she will actually escalate on you. A lot of guys don't believe this because they're all losers who've never had girls escalate on them. Do those 3 things and I can guarantee you your cold approach will be absolute fire.